Stephanie.
Did I catch you at a bad time?
No. Actually, I was on my way out, but please, come on in.
I called from my car to the office, and they said Caroline had called and wanted to talk to me, so I was just around the corner, and I took the chance that she might be home.
No, actually, she's not back from work yet.
Oh, well, is it all right if I stay and wait for her?
Absolutely. Come on in. You know, I had made plans for this evening, but they just didn't pan out.
How's everything going?
What, with Margot?
And Caroline.
Sit down. Listen, I'm as disappointed with Thorne and Caroline's breaking up as I'm sure you are.
I don't suppose you really think there's a chance that this is just a trial separation?
No, I don't.
No, I don't think so either.
You know, actually, it's a tragedy. I really thought that Thorne and Caroline were perfectly matched, and apparently I was wrong.
The tragedy is that it could have worked. I honestly believe that.
Well, I'm sure this doesn't please Thorne very much.
No, it didn't happen in what we would call an opportune time.
What do you mean?
Oh, he didn't need it to happen now. Especially
What?
if Ridge and Caroline become involved. Did she say anything about him?
Only that Ridge isn't the reason that she was getting a divorce.
And do you believe her?
My daughter never lies to me, Stephanie.
Well, let's hope that this isn't going to be the first time, then.
As I would imagine, it wouldn't sit well with Thorne if Caroline were to start seeing Ridge.
Oh, I think it would have dire consequences beyond what you could imagine. Suffice to say, I honestly think my family would cease to function as a family if Ridge and Caroline were involved and Thorne found out about it. I just can't let that happen. Not ever.
I had an incredible day.
First day back on the job, that's a good sign.
Everything was routine all day long. Nobody even stopped by to ask how Europe was until I got a call from the secretary. She said that I had to sign for a package or something. So I went out there, and you wouldn't believe who was out there. The whole staff. They had flowers and champagne and banners. I couldn't believe it. I was blown away.
Well, you deserve it.
Do I? I keep asking myself that.
Your work speaks for itself.
I've never done research except to get answers. Now everybody's watching what I'm doing. I feel like I'm performing.
Now, just focus on your work. That's what you do best.
Yeah, I have to keep telling myself that. Even though my mind's somewhere else.
If you start blaming me for your microbes running abroad...
I blame you for everything, mister. But I credit you for everything, too. You're my happiness, Ridge. And all my successes are nothing compared to what I want for you and me. I just hope I can have it. All of it. So, what's up for tonight?
How about dinner by the pool?
Sounds great.
I want you to tell me all about Europe.
Yeah, I did kind of skim over that stuff this morning, didn't
It's
I?
conveniently leaving out all the steamy details.
Oh, Ridge, I can't wait till you and I go to Europe sometime. We have to. Give me the goosebumps just thinking about it.
Well, why don't we go out to the pool and check out those goosebumps?
Oh. Yes. What about the others?
What others?
Thorne and Caroline. Aren't they coming home for dinner tonight?
So you were going to tell me about your accident.
Yes.
Which, as you say, really wasn't an accident at all.
No, it was quite intentional.
It's unbelievable. What happened, Ebony? Who was responsible for the burns on your face?
Believe me, Stephanie, no one wants to see Caroline mixed up with Ridge less than I do.
Well, that's good to hear.
And I learned a lesson a long time ago that I have very little influence over my daughter, especially when it comes to affairs of the heart.
Oh, I think you must have some influence.
Like what?
Well, she moved back here to live with you.
Yes, well, that wouldn't last long if I pressured her.
All right, then how about watching her?
And talking to you if she starts seeing Ridge.
Would you really be adverse to that?
You know, Stephanie, I thought I was the one that was overreacting to these matters.
I'm not overreacting.
Exactly what are you trying to tell me? I realize there is something, and it has to do with Thorne.
Stephanie.
Hello, Caroline. The office said that you called and wanted to talk to me.
Well, we could have done it over the phone.
Oh, well, I was in the neighborhood and I hadn't seen your father for a while, so I thought we'd go ahead and talk. Is now all right?
All right. Dad, would you excuse us?
Oh, of course not at all. Stephanie, it's nice seeing you. Bye.
Bye, Bill.
So you and my father had a nice chat, I take it?
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
And in essence, you asked him to keep an eye on me. To see that I stay away from Ridge.
Look, if you'd rather not talk about this.
No, I would like to. That's why I asked to speak with you tonight.
So what happened, Ebony? What is responsible for the burns on your face?
Not what, Thorne, but who.
All right, then who?
One woman. Someone who owed me something. Me and a friend. But this woman laid such a guilt trip on us that my friend, he caused the accident.
I don't know what you're saying.
No, you wouldn't. You're such a sensitive person, Thorne.
Well, thank you. But we're not here to talk about me.
I'm so sorry you're the one that has to suffer.
We all have to suffer at one time or another. In your case, it was the burns. In my case, it was a divorce. What were you just...
What's the matter?
I don't know, I'm just a little dizzy. I'm fine. What were you saying?
It was last spring. We'd worked for this woman for 13 years. We'd given her our lives and all of our loyalty. We tried to fulfill this woman's life in a way that only we could. But she turned on us, Thorne. I was young. I could take it. But my friend, he never got over losing her friendship and her trust. And then the accident happened.
What's the matter?
You don't know. Of course you wouldn't. You've been gone.
I don't know what.
About Thorne and Caroline.
What about them?
They split up while you were gone. Caroline moved out of the house.
What?
She's already filed for divorce, Brooke.
Your friend, was he hurt too?
He lost his life.
Good Lord.
All because of a selfish, ungrateful, narrow-minded woman.
That part I still don't follow you on. I better lay off this drink.
Kind of reminds you of another time?
Another time?
When you felt like this?
Well, a few weeks ago, I had been drinking with Jimmy, the bartender. I'd felt like this. It was just before Caroline left me. I was pretty wasted, but it really wasn't this bad.
Caroline, she's very important to you, isn't she?
I guess she's gonna have to become a little less important.
Is that possible?
Of course it's possible. As long as
As long as what?
nothing.
As long as there wasn't another man involved.
Where did that come from?
Then it's true.
Look, I'm going to drive you home. I'd really like to get out of here. Damn, that was a strong drink.
Caroline moved out? She's getting a divorce?
Yes.
When did this happen?
Last week while you were gone.
I don't get it. Why didn't you say anything to me?
So much has happened since then, Brooke. I guess we all just got caught up in the Queen Mary fiasco.
But I saw Thorne and he didn't say anything to me either.
Thorne's amazing. He's handled this so much better than any of us ever expected.
He didn't say one word to me, Rich.
Maybe he doesn't need to talk about it right now.
Well, I take it you haven't seen Caroline since she left here.
Why do you say that?
Because we all know that's what would tear Thorne apart. If he thought that she left him because... Wait a minute. The reason she left him, it didn't have to do with you, did it? Oh, what a dumb question. Of course it had to do with you. She's making her move. She's finally making her move. That's what's happening here, isn't it, Rich?
Oh, if it were up to me, I'd have a lot of people keeping an eye on you.
Well, that would be a lot of wonderful attention, then.
I'm sure it would. To whom are you giving your attention these days? It certainly isn't Thorne.
No, it isn't. My marriage to Thorne is over, and now we're both free to go our separate ways and to forge new relationships.
And new loyalties?
Thorne and I will always be loyal to one another, Stephanie. Which is why I wanted to talk to you.
I can tell you this without qualification. That Caroline's reason for divorcing Thorne has nothing to do with me.
Does that mean she's not going to pursue you? Or has she already started pursuing you? She has, hasn't she?
Look, before this goes any further...
Before this goes any further, I think you should make a decision. Me or Caroline. We've made up our minds. I think it's your turn.
I'll make up my mind. Without help from either of you. Because I'm not going to be pressured by anyone.
I will live with whatever you decide.
Thank you. It's refreshing.
It's reality. I think you know what you lose if you give me up. I'm a proven commodity. I'm one of a kind, honey. There's no Brooke Logan anywhere else. But I'm sure you're aware of that. See you at the pool.
When you say that Thorne and you will always be loyal to one another, what do you mean?
I mean that we have a bond between us that transcends marriage or divorce or our interfering parents.
So this is an idea that you've sold him on in order to get him through the divorce?
No, I didn't have to sell him on anything. He came to me.
When?
Earlier this evening.
What did he want?
He wanted to tell me that he's accepting our divorce and that he wishes me the best. He also wanted to make sure that we continue to grow in our friendship, which I assured him we would. Because as a friend, Stephanie, I love him very deeply.
Did you discuss the idea of your dating Ridge? No, I didn't think so. He believes that isn't going to happen. And as long as he believes that, I suppose he's fine. Is he safe in that assumption, Caroline? Because if he isn't, then this house of cards that you're building is going to collapse around all of us, but most especially around Thorne and Ridge.
Hey, I'm very sorry about this.
Don't be.
I don't know what the devil it is. This is my first drink, and I've only had part of it.
Has this ever happened before?
Not that I can remember.
Sleeping pill?
What?
Do you take sleeping pills?
No. No, well, not often. Why?
Because they don't mix well with liquor.
I know that.
They make you do crazy things. I once heard of a man who shot his brother after mixing liquor and pills.
I'm not following you, Devaney. Why are we talking about sleeping pills? Look, I really would like to go.
No, Thorne.
No, what?
No, we can't leave yet. We have too much more to discuss.
Well, maybe at another time, but not right now. I'm not feeling up to it.
No, Thorne, you can't go.
I can't go. What do you mean? What is with you? I wish I could stay, but I took a lot of time to come here out of my busy schedule because I felt that I owed you something.
Owed me? For what?
That speech you made on the Queen Mary, you taught me something, and I wanted to return the favor.
Taught you something?
Yes. That burns and deformities and scars, they don't really matter. But the way you treat people, that shows exactly how beautiful you are. The words that come out of your mouth, and the words that you put in that speech about my family, that was beautiful. And you showed so much courage. And that's what I wanted to say to you, Devaney.
Why are you looking at me that way?
I'm trying to imagine how it was.
How? What was?
Your face before the fire. I have the feeling you were very beautiful, Ebony.
We're here to talk about you, not me. And we're not leaving until you hear what I have to say. It concerns your family.